Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at Reserve. Loads of you guys have been coming into the stream when I was doing Zero to Hero runs, and you were asking which keys are you using, what are the most important areas in Reserve, most important rooms to open up. And so today we are taking a look at the key locations for any Zero to Hero run, but these can also be used very well for if you're running low on ammo. When you're on the map, if you need a second weapon or whatever, if you run low on meds, and all that kind of good stuff. And there's also some very expensive items to be found in those areas. So we are going to start right here in this corner of the map, and we're going to make our way up to the dome from here. And we'll just jump straight into it. And the first thing we already find is an EKP-8, which, as you will see, comes in handy a lot. Now in this one, in this tower, you can have a weapons crate. It's always there. You can find some sights. I have found a paracord earlier, but that was in that tower over there. But that's just something to keep in mind. Reserve is packed with insane loot. It's actually the best loot you can find in the game right now, if you ask me. Now in this building you have two very good rooms, especially for on the Zero to Hero run. By the way, I'm not going to be telling you which keys I'm using in the video, but I'll show you pictures in the top right corner of your screen. Now in here you have the hexagons, the attachments, all that. And then in here there's normally like two AK-74Ns or whatever sitting there. Keep in mind, in offline mode there's not as much loot as in live, so keep that in mind. There's a grenade box down there. Loads of ammo you can find on this couch, and in here on the floor, and on this table. Now this is the first marked room. Now there's always nice stuff in the marked room. This is offline mode. I don't know why I'm searching, but imagine having this in a live raid, you know, and you're saying like, oh, I just found this, but obviously this doesn't fit on there, that doesn't fit on there. You could run back up top there and grab that little sight we had right there, because there was still one left on the table thingy. So inside here I wouldn't bother. There's usually people in there. You can find some paracords, but that's not the scope of this video. If you're doing a loot run, definitely check in there on the tables, because you can find stuff like paracords, and who doesn't want to find a paracord? Let's be honest here. Now from here, we go down in this basement. There's 4 of these fenced off areas. I only have keys to 2, and I normally find that enough. But if you want, you can grab all of them. I'll show you all the keys after this. So in here you have that one box. Let's do this proper. You have 1, 2. You can jump up here for number 3, and number 4 over here. And does this one open? No. Okay, so there's 4 in this one. This key I don't have, but there's 5 crates in there. There's 4 crates in here, which I also don't have the key for. Then in here there's also 5 crates. There's two different types, so I can show you. You have the technical supply crate, and you have the medical supply crate. And I think that's all the types you have. I could be wrong about that, but you can find loads of barter items, meds, and all that good stuff right in there. So I obviously use it to find the meds when I'm doing a Zero to Hero run. Now from here, we're running out here. And we are coming close to my favorite room when I spawn on. Because there's a spawn like behind these buildings, and it's basically very far from any good place in the map except for this room. So normally when back before I had this key, I would always think, oh, I'm fucked when I was doing a Zero to Hero run. But it's actually not too bad, because if you have this key, there's a very high chance of you being able to snatch a weapon from this place. Ah, I'm stuck. Okay, so you have this weapons box, weapon crate, whatever you want to call them. There's ammo on here, but there can also be an AK and stuff like that on here. AK can be here. Little padding, 2 grenade boxes, another weapon crate, and another weapon crate here. On these tables and stuff like that, you can also spawn MGTs, and all that kind of stuff. All the very expensive, like purple items that spawn on this map. A little sneak peek here. There's 2 jackets. You can always search those for some painkillers or whatever. Normally, it's just a matter of finding a good weapon with some good ammo when doing a Zero to Hero run, and that's why I'm going to first run you through the next med spot, and then we are going to look at the best places to find some weapons as well, because why not? In here there's loads of loot, but the reason I'm not going in here is because it's always very contested, and I don't think it's worth going for, because most of the time people will be in there and you can't really find many weapons there. But in here you have this weapon crate. Now on top you also have a weapon crate, but it's through here. In there. So you can either jump through here. I'm pretty sure that still works. Oh, that doesn't work anymore. So the way you would want to come up in there, I'll show you real quick. Is just jump down this hole. You can loot it, and then afterwards you can jump up here, crouch, get in there. Now that brings us to this med room. This one isn't that good. You could probably skip this one, but as you can see, sometimes you do find some nice meds in there. The milk, there's some more stuff in there. And this is this is like the bloody motherlode gold mine. Now, when you are in live, you normally find like around 8 or 9 medical items in here, like on these shelves, There's IFAC, Propator, alu splints, normal splints, saluas, morphine, other like other Terra Labs injectors. If you're ever running low on food, you can always come in here. There's food on there, on the little bench thingy here, on the furnace, on that guy, and all over this area. So as you can see, it's there. Some more in this crate. You can find some as well. Come on. You will see me struggling opening up doors this video because I fell down the stairs in real life and I fucked up my hand. So my left hand is actually completely bruised and swollen, stuff like that. There's more attachments on here. Can you open this one? Yes. Now, I wouldn't recommend coming in this building just because it's very contested, because it's one of the best high price items areas in the map. There's 2 weapon crates, so maybe you could go for it. Now on the first floor there's a med bag here. More meds on these shelves, like there and there. That was noisy. Down here, this is a very good room, not only for the weapon crate you find in here, but also loads of attachments and mags and stuff like that in here. Loads of high priced items spawned on these shelves, and then you have 2 toolkits, this weapon crate. You can find some stuff on there. I think... Ooh, scary. I think there's a intel spawn on there and a jacket, so that's always nice. Now from here, we are entering the areas that have the best AK spawns in the game. Right here on the first floor, you have your first one. Loads of mags, attachments, and all on these boxes in these shelves, and then in these racks you would normally find loads of AKs. Normally it's only AK-74 UBs, unfortunately. This room has some very good ammo and weapon chances too. Now on the roof you don't really find much except for this ammo crate right here. And we go down to the bottom floor and we have the second marked room. It's right here. Little tip, people like to sit in here, wait for you to open the marked room. Yeah, you normally just find some nice AKs, you can find key tools, weapon crates and all that. Grenade boxes, new grenade boxes in there as well. Now, just because I'm only showing you a couple of rooms in these buildings doesn't mean there's nothing else in there. If you have the time and you don't hear anyone around, you might want to look around because like there's a weapons crate here I wouldn't normally show you. There's like attachments and ammo spawns on these crates. You can find some meds. So it is worth it just looking at all of it, but these are just the key locations. Weapon crate, attachments, and oh, this is one of the AKs that's actually quite pimped out. So if you have this one, you can actually put a front grip on it and all that kind of good stuff. You can put most like silencers on there as well. So if you drop this, I'm pretty sure this fits. Yeah, see, so now you'd have a silenced one. You grab that, put that on there. Now you also have a foregrip, and then, well, you're basically chilling. Fill that mag up with some BS ammo. The EKP can't go on this one. But we might get lucky later on in the run, or you might get a little bit more lucky and find an AK-74, and then this does fit on it, and you'd have a pretty pimped out AK. So that's always nice. Now we're going up to the dome. There's only 3 spots I would recommend going for at the dome. And that's this weapons crate right here. And in this building you have these racks, can hold a Mo's and stuff like that. You have a safe. That same AK we just dropped can spawn on here. And then you have this one, which has Mosin chances in there. There's a little safe on top right here, and then the weapons crate and another safe, and you can find some dollars in here, which I haven't ever found myself. And there's also a weapon crate in the dome itself, but I wouldn't recommend going for that. And let's just run down here to have the rain disappear. That's the key locations. In these in this area down here, you can find some weapon crates and some attachments, but normally I don't even really bother with it. There's loads of item spawns in there that are actually worth quite a bit, so you might want to be a little bit different from me, but I don't use it, and this is just my key locations. So I hope it helps you guys, especially when you are trying to learn the map. Knowing some of this stuff might really come in handy, and it gives you a nice chance of starting to run reserve without having to bring in your own gear. I know loads of people are very fussy about people coming into a map naked, but on the other hand, you have to understand that this is not meant to just run in, grab all the Tetris and graphics cards from the map, and get out. This is meant to just go for these spots, which a geared player probably wouldn't even go for. Then maybe kill some scavs, kill some raiders, and get out. 0 to hero, which is one of the most fun things to do, at least for me in Escape from Tarkov right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video. Make sure to put a comment in the comment section down below if you have any questions. And please subscribe to the channel. I've noticed about 86% of you guys watching are not subscribed to the channel, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs this year, and that would mean a lot to me if you guys would help me with that. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Eddie out.